What's up, guys? It's Jay Corbett of Team Sanctum, and today we're here with Graydle. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, man. How'd you do today?
I went 3-1. There was only 4 rounds today.
Only 4 rounds today, and this was Graydle Artifacts.
Yeah.
How does the synergy work with this?
It's pretty good. If it wasn't just thrown together last minute, I'm sure it could be a lot better than what it currently is. But I mean, for a 10-minute deck, it worked pretty well.
All right, man. Well, let's get right into this deck profile, man.
Let me ask you something. What am I going to do with this?
So I run 1 slime, 1 junior, 1 of the regular slime. You really don't use junior all too much. It's more of the big guy here. This will just further your plays most of the time, and you'll use him and another Graydle card to make Dragon. And Dragon's pretty much the only extra deck monster you'll ever go into. I got 2 Cobra. Traps aren't all too relevant, but with the triple torrential tribute, it's made him a little bit more viable. But with the artifacts, you kind of need to limit what you run. And obviously 2 alligator, because you have your impact, and people like to run dark holes in the deckies, so you can usually profit off that.
What else you got?
And obviously 3 eagle, because everybody has monster destruction, and if he's destroyed by monster effect, you can still take a monster like all the other Graydles, well, the level 3 Graydles. Then for the artifacts, we have 1 Mjolnir. He just never really came up too much today, so... And then we have 1 Caduceus. He's your draw power for your artifact engine. If you special summon him, then all other artifacts special after him will net you a draw. 1 Beagle Tack, because you want to pop your artifacts, and all the time you're going to have 1 or 2 artifacts on the bench, and you can just pop it with him, and he allows you to get materials, so you can just like XYZ and whatnot. 2 Morale Tack. The 3 just didn't seem like it would be too good, and the 2's good as it is. Even though he's at 3 finally, it's still just best to run him at 2. You run 3 Scythe because everything uses the extra deck this format, especially seeing as anybody can run Scapegoats and then make 4 links. You can pretty much stop them doing their plays, because with the artifacts you can set them to your spell and trap card zone, and if they're destroyed during your opponent's turn, they special themselves, and when they special themselves they gain effects. To go along with the artifacts, we have the Ignitions, probably the best spell card for the artifacts. It allows you to pop your own artifacts and set them, so you can pop a Beagle Tack and then set another artifact, and then have that Beagle Tack special and pop your other 2 artifacts. 2 Impact for your Graydles, because Graydles love to be destroyed, and with this, if you pop an alligator, you can take somebody's monster and destroy another card in the process. So it's just really good. And then obviously just Regeki, Dark Hole, and then you got Monster Reborn because it's finally off the ban list. We'll see how good that is. We have 2 MST because you want to blow up your opponent's stuff, but you also want to blow up yours. And the way Ignition is if you have your back row full, you can't set another artifact. And sometimes you just don't want to set another artifact because you don't want to clog it up too much, because with all the Graydle spells and traps, you want to be free to do what you want. 3 Pot of Desire, Duality. You don't special summon all too much in the deck, so these don't hurt you at all. Well, at least you don't special summon during your turn, so you just dodge it.
Let's see what's coming up.
2 Split, always good. You can equip it to any one of your monsters, and it gains 500 attack, and then you could send this during your main phase to the graveyard to destroy the monsters equipped it to special 2 Graydles with different names from the deck. Usually you'll do Slime and another of the level 3s, so you can make Dragon and then pop 2 things. You run 2 Parasite. This is mainly so you can pop it with Slime, though it does come in handy, seeing as all your monsters can be destroyed and you can be left without a field because sometimes you don't have ways to pop your artifacts. Obviously, speaking of artifacts, we have 3 Sanctums. You pretty much always have to run this if you're running artifacts, just too good not to. Because with this you can special summon an artifact from your deck to your field. and it helps so much. So you can grab your Beagle Tax, you can grab your Sice. Really, it just helps you get your combos going. 2 Call of the Haunteds, because everything in this deck can work off Call of the Haunted. You got the Graydles, which you can pop again to try to take more monsters, or you got the artifacts you can summon to your field during your opponent's turn, and then stop them from doing what they want. 2 Mirror Force. It actually was more useful than what I thought it was going to be today. I ended up winning a game because somebody attacked in when they had the new Vernon Link 4 and the ABC Buster Dragon. So I just destroyed that. Then I run 1 Torrential. You can run more Torrentials. I probably wouldn't run more than 2. It's all up to preference. Obviously, the 1 Solemn Warning, and with that, a Judgment, because if you're not running it, I mean, it's just too good. Why not?
Right. Well, let's check out that extra deck, my guy.
The extra deck's kind of a little weird because, as I said, it was thrown together last minute. 2 Dragons. You usually never make more than even 1 extra deck monster in a game, not because you can't, but it's just because you don't really need to. But Dragon's just always good. You could run it as 3, but it really depends on what you have. 1 Kimbara, because as you know, we run Junior and we have the rank 3, so sometimes you get left with this. It's a really good card, especially if you can split it, because then you can give it 500 more attack before its first attack. You got the Scarlight. He's really good because you can pop your Graydles and all other special summon monsters and deal 500 damage times the amount of special monsters destroyed, but you mainly want him to pop a special summon Eagle either off of a Slime or a Call of the Haunted. It can help. And obviously, since we're running rank 8s, Omega, you can run 2 of him, but as I said, you don't really need to make too many extra deck monsters. And then you just have like the random stuff for like certain situations. So you got Levier to get something back from Banished. You have Mech equipped for when you can't really do much else and you can try to stall out your opponent if they can't get rid of him. 1 Downward Magician, because you run the rank 3s and sometimes you just leave them with them being dead and you don't really want them. Durendal, always a great card, especially with artifacts. If your opponent activates a monster spell or trap effect, you can turn it into target one of your back row and destroy it. So you can get your opponent to target whatever you have left. So you could make them target the 2 artifacts that are your only back row. So it can help. That, and you can sometimes work around problematic cards like Evenly Matched, make your opponent blow up a Scythe instead. So that's always good. You got 1 Priest or whatever, the Keeper of the Genesis. I've actually made this like 2 or 3 times today. It got judgmented twice, and then the other person couldn't really deal with it. It's just a really good card because it can't be destroyed by your opponent's cards, and after it battles, it destroys 1 card on the field. However, it has to have material to do the pop. But you discard a material from it during the end phase. And then Pleiades, you can bounce stuff back from the field, so you can do the things that's like, oh, I can't be destroyed. So you can do like I'm trying to remember one dragon. The level 8 Dark Dragon that gains attack every time it deals. You got Gaia Dragon, because you run rank 5s and sometimes you want to do piercing, so you do this guy. And this guy helps you with your recovery. Sometimes if you want to go into him, you can grab back any monster from your graveyard or field and bounce it back to the hand. And since we're running Graydles, we have 2 Miss Starboy.
Because you need them links, man.
Yeah, sometimes. I didn't actually make him today, though.
Alright, I had to zoom that out. But alright, Braden, thank you for that deck profile, man. You got any shout outs you want to give?
No.
Just none whatsoever?
No.
Just fuck everybody.
I totally didn't help you with the profile or attack at all.
I mean, I should be blaming you. It's kind of bad.
Dang. Well, alright, Braden, thank you for doing this deck profile for us again today, man. And as always, be sure to like, comment on the video, and check out Team Sanctum on Facebook, and be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Patreon is in the description below. And as always, this is Jay Corbett, signing out.